Good morning, Madam and Sir. Today I will be a witness to the love of God. But before testifying, I want to read some Bible verses to make you understand. Because my testimony will take only a minute to see the end of this video. Follow me carefully. Thank you. It's gone. 1. The love of God is a spirit. 2. The love of God this immortal. 3. The love of God is himself God. For God's love never dies. The reason why Lord Jesus Christ shouted loudly on the cross when he had a few minutes left to die. The reality that God took away his love in the body of Jesus. And Lord Jesus, you must have felt a great void in him. He was becoming exactly like us. And at that moment death entered his body. I'm going to shock you a little, among us people with the love of God. For the moment we are at first an empty shell. Because we are still in the processes of God. We are in the time of trials. Let us persevere until the end of all things. And we will be healed, and we will be delivered from all misfortune. Read the Bible, it will help us understand where I am going in the future. Ezekiel 36:26. I will give you a new heart, and I will put a new spirit within you. I will remove the heart of stone from your body, and I will give you a heart of flesh. This prophecy does not yet come into conflict because you and I still have hearts of stone. Also read Revelation 21:1-4. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and the sea was no more. And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, Behold the tabernacle of God with men. He will dwell with them, and they will be his people, and God himself will be with them. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and death will be no more, and there will be no more mourning, nor crying, nor pain, for the former things have passed away. You see this where this prophecy of Ezekiel will come into play. And God brings us gently into his destiny. Now let me share my testimony with you, it will only take a minute. But before that I would like us to first read some Bible verses. 1 Corinthians 13:4-5. Love is patient, it is full of kindness, love is not envious, love does not boast, it is not puffed up with pride, it does nothing dishonest, it does not seek its own interest, it does not get angry, it does not suspect evil. Question. Now tell me, who is among us who is like that? You don't answer. Maybe it's the children who are a little close. It is by faith that we will be saved. Also read 1 John 4:16. And we have known the love that God has for us, and we have believed in it. God is love, and he who abides in love abides in God, and God abides in him. Okay, now here is my 1-minute testimony. For a while I stopped praying 4 times a day. And I was in the living room with my children around 3 p.m. I tell my children, I'm going to go back to my room, I'm going to go pray. Don't bother me. When I got back to my room, I started talking. I begin to pray, suddenly a spirit invades my entire being. I was in the presence of God, I felt the love of God in my heart for the first time in my life, I was in a perfect state, I didn't think about anything and I was only glorifying God. Be praised, death was far from me, illness was far from me, my problems far from me. This moment only lasted a minute. But when I returned to my normal state, I started to cry, I realized how much we were suffering. These events pushed me to seek God even harder. And in those moments I had faith because the peace that I had felt that nowhere yesterday we can obtain that. This God alone can give us this love, and this assurance. Finally I realize even if you are rich you suffer, you are unhappy. Thank you for your attention and God bless you.